Hello everyone, Dragon Critic aka Lee O'Brien. So, this is it, the 18th birthday Q&A. It's here. Today is the big day. I am officially 18 years old. I am now an adult. That's a big thing to grasp. I know. I can't believe it. I am now beginning adulthood. Although, to be fair, I mostly believe 20 is when the real adulthood begins because even when you're 19, you're still a teen, because you're still in the teen, you know what I mean? Because 18, 19, then 20, and you're that fully grown adult for the rest of your life. Okay, let's begin with the Q&A. I've got a lot of birthday wishes. Thank you all so much. It really means a lot. It's made me so happy. And tonight I'm going to be watching Spider-Man No Way Home to celebrate. So, let's begin with the questions. Okay, first ones come from Fantasy Dragons. And he asks, did you ever feel like you were forced to watch something you weren't interested in? Not really. Okay. When it comes to watching something that doesn't interest me, I try to be fair. I can't do the horror genre, but when something doesn't interest me, I'm always willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. Because I don't think it's fair just to avoid something just because you're not interested. Because you never know, something that doesn't interest you could end up being a massive surprise. And I love that kind of, attitude because, like, when How to Train Your Dragon 1 came out, I remember the adverts didn't really make it look that interesting. But the film itself, I loved. It was fantastic. And I think really there are stuff that won't interest you, but if you actually watch them, they could be a surprise. And I think that's the thing, because you never know with surprises. You never know when something's going to be good or bad. So, no, I like to think I'm an optimistic person. I like to think I am an open minded person. And the next question, did you ever feel like you need to like something just because it's popular? Ooh, that's a good question. I think sometimes you may feel, maybe when you're reviewing a movie, and when the movie's so beloved, it's getting great reviews, so much positivity going around about it, and then you kind of feel like you're being pressured just to have that high rating. But my advice, don't feel pressured. You can't, a film, from what I've learned, this is something that I've learned that I probably should have learned a long time ago. A film can't please everyone. You can only please some people some of the time. I suppose I haven't really felt like I've needed to like something just because it's popular, but I can understand. But I don't think people should feel pressured because of that. I think, like, when something's so beloved, you have to be honest as well. Because that's the whole point of an opinion. You have to be completely honest. And yeah, I think it's okay to like something just because, if you like something, you want to be part of the crowd, you want to be part of the group that likes it. Okay, fair enough. But you have to be honest as well. I think so too. Um, what do you usually look for in a main character in a movie or TV shows? Well, they need to have a good character arc. They need to have a good protagonist, like good, main character personality. They need to have the most development. Like Kung Fu Panda, for example. Po is the character that gets so much development throughout the franchise, the movies, TV shows, and the short films. Because the story is pretty much all about Po. And obviously, I know Shifu and the Furious Five get development, but Po is the main focus, the star. So I think when it comes to main characters, they have to be compelling, good arc, and a good personality. Do you look for specific aspects when choosing a favorite character in a series? Ooh, that is interesting. I think, hmm, I think like I kind of have to think about the character arc. Like I recently rewatched Avatar: The Last Airbender, and my favorite character used to be Katara, now it's Zuko. I think it's because Zuko just has a more compelling arc. He's a very sympathetic character. You feel so bad for him, the amount of pain that he goes through. Um, but no, I think it depends. Sometimes I just like a character. Sometimes, like say for Power Rangers, in the most Power Ranger shows, my favorite character will always be the Red Ranger, just for a bias reason, because I love the color of red. Like Dino Thunder, my favorite character is Connor. But I think it depends. Like I like the character. I like the best kind of characters in a show are the ones with the most compelling arcs. Like Aang, Zuko, Trent, Vigo Grimborn from How to Train Your Dragon, Race to the Edge, etc., etc. I think those are the best kind of characters. They need to have that journey, and I think that's the best kind. So thank you very much for the questions. Late Movie Reviews asks, have you ever thought about expanding the Team Warriors universe? Nah, I'm completely done with Team Warriors versus Team Zombies. It's finished. It is officially finished. There's nothing to tell. The story's done. It's over. It's completely finished. I've moved on and I want to move on. It's something, it's over. The franchise is done. The story, I've wrapped it up. It's ended. What's your favorite cereal? Well, I actually don't really like cereal. What's a classic movie you don't love like everyone else? From the top of my head, I'm trying to think. Ooh, Oh God, I know. I'm trying to name from the top of my head. It's so hard to think. Um, I wasn't crazy about Encanto. I liked it, but I didn't love it. That is a good question. Classic that um sorry that I don't love like everyone else. That's a good question. That is a good question. I'm gonna have to think about that. That is a really good question. Okay. Thank you for the questions, though. I'm sorry, I'll have to think about that. I'd have to really think about that. So it's a good question, though. Juna RJ asks, some films you're excited for this year. I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange too. I hope that's going to be good. I've got a good feeling Tobey Maguire is going to appear. I hope so. I'm excited for Jurassic World 3 actually. I think that's going to be pretty good. Hopefully that'll be a good conclusion because I wasn't like looking back on Fallen Kingdom, I didn't think it was very good. I will watch it again to prepare for the new one, but from memory, I haven't watched the film since, but from memory, my thoughts declined on Fallen Kingdom. I still like the first Jurassic World, and I enjoyed the first Jurassic Park, but the sequels were obviously not great. They were awful. What else am I? I'm excited. I'm intrigued to see Thor: Love and Thunder. I think that's going to be good. I haven't even seen the teaser. I actually don't know much about it. Guardians of the Galaxy is involved, but that's all I know. Lightyear looks good. That looks pretty decent. Puss in Boots 2. Yeah, I think Puss in Boots 2, after thinking about it, is possibly my most anticipated film of the year. I don't know. Call me a biased DreamWorks fan all you want, but I actually have a lot of high hopes for Puss in Boots 2. I actually think it's going to be really good. Could it top the first one? It's possible. I gotta admit, that animation style, I'm digging it. I really like that art style. Some films you've seen this year so far. Well, I've seen Uncharted, which I didn't really like. I'm assuming you mean from cinema. I saw Uncharted, didn't like it all that much. I saw Sonic 2, which I loved. I would dare say that's the best film of 2022 so far. And I saw The Bad Guys. I really enjoyed The Bad Guys. Again, like I said, great movie. Diane Foxington is one of the best characters DreamWorks has ever created. Oh my god, she's so good. Have you ever watched a film in an alternate format, 3D, etc., etc.? And would you consider doing the next time you see a movie? Well, I do plan on seeing Doctor Strange 2 in 3D. Me and my friend, we have our tickets booked. We're seeing it on 3D on May 7th. I saw How to Train Your Dragon 2 in 3D. I saw the Lego Ninjago movie in 3D. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in 3D. I'm trying to remember if I did see Avengers Endgame in 3D, and I think I did. I'm certain I did see it in 3D. I can't remember, but yes, I am seeing Doctor Strange 2 in cinemas in 3D. That's gonna, yeah, because I want to see that in 3D. After high school, where will you go? Well, I actually, I'm thinking about doing acting. Who knows? I could become the next Tom Holland. But I'd love to be an actor. Yeah, I still don't know. Like, I think actor seems to be the one that I would like to do when I leave. You still plan? Okay, I kind of already answered that. What cake are you having for your birthday? Well, I actually don't really like cake all that much, so I'll be getting a pizza tonight. So, yay! You're probably surprised that I don't like a lot of food. Yeah, I know I'm a very very picky person. Thanks for the questions. Honor Dikido asks, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Have you watched the Punisher movies or TV shows? I haven't. I haven't seen it. Okay, next questions. Movie Man. He asks, how does it feel to be turning 18? It feels nice. I woke up, I felt happy. I was like, excuse me, 18, an adult. I don't feel like an adult. I'll admit that. I definitely don't feel like an adult. But I think I think it's nice when you turn 18. Seems like it's going to be a good age. There are concerns I have about the future, though. It's just real. I suppose it's just kind of, will I get a girlfriend? Will I have family? Will I have kids? What's life going to be like in 10 years time? Those kind of questions, those kind of concerns are going through my head. Actually for a while, but no, I'm intrigued about the future, but I have my concerns. How do you think my channel has improved since your last Q&A? I'm happy to say I think your channel has come a long way. I think it's getting pretty good. One thing I think you could fix, maybe try fix the audio, try speak a little louder. But other than that, I think your channel's pretty good. I think you could use pictures of the movie or show that you're talking about. I think using pictures, mate, would actually be really good for your channel. I think if you use pictures, I think that'd be really good. I think that'd be a good way to grow your content. That's my advice. Constructive criticism, but I think you should use pictures. I think that adds more pizzazz to your content, makes it more fancy. Because your thumbnails are pretty solid. I think if you use pictures, I think that'd be cool. Number 3, have you ever thought about doing another Dragon Awards? Not really. I haven't really thought. That was just kind of like a once-off. Maybe. I don't know. Do you intend to watch The Batman? Yes, I have seen it. I watched it on Monday. The review is coming very, very soon. It's coming. It's in the works. It's coming. Thank you for the questions, Movie Man. Next question comes from a very good friend, Nicholas Isdale. Have a wonderful birthday. Thank you very much. Ranking of your favorite Marvel superheroes, top 5. I'll give you a top 5. Spider-Man at the top. Number 2, I'd probably say, actually, you know what? Spider-Man, Black Panther, Iron Man. Trying to think, who else do I like in the Marvel movies? Captain America, Ant-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Iron Man, Captain America, Ant-Man. That'd be the top 5 for me. Okay, thank you for your question. Next questions come from Evan Up. This is a very unique question. Do you know where countries are on the map? This is a real school-like question. This is a real question you'd get asked at school. I don't mind it. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, like, you look at the map and the countries could be highlighted in their color. It could be like green, orange. I'm trying to name from the top of my head. But yeah, that's a very it's a very strong question. It's very educational, very school-like question. I do apologize if my answer was a bit crap, but it's a very interesting, it's a very unique question. But no, yeah, it's you can tell when you look at the map, all the colors are there to represent the country. Yeah. Is there any food that you strongly associate with piece of media? Well, sometimes whenever I love watching a movie, if it happens, I sometimes do get pizza to watch with it, and I love that. Do you think media has got worse since a time period? I think from the looks of it, the film industry is starting to change a little, but nah, I don't think so. I think stuff it's just becoming more newer. I think, from the looks of it. Interesting questions, though. I'll give you that. Would you ever do another franchise review? I'd love to see Middle Earth and Pirates of the Caribbean. We'll see. I might consider doing another. I might do another marathon where I do say, okay, I'm going to review all the films in the franchise. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, question 5. Who is the best Spider-Man actor? That's easy. I'm going to say it, but yes, it's Tobey. Tobey Maguire, the Spider-Man. Yes, I said it. Okay, Tobey Maguire, I'm going to say it, he put Spider-Man on the map. He put Spider-Man on the map. He was, he was Spider-Man before the MCU. He was Spider-Man before Tom Holland. Before Avengers Endgame, before the Infinity Saga, Toby was Spider-Man. Toby was Spider-Man. You can say I'm blind, if you want to say I'm blinded by nostalgia, fair enough. But Toby is the definitive Spider-Man for me. Tom Holland is outstanding. He's the best Spider-Man for the MCU. I do think he has the best movies and the best character development. I'm just saying the best actor is Tobey Maguire. Andrew Garfield's really good too, but Tobey and Tom Holland, they're legends. They're legends, but I give the slight edge to Tobey. And No Way Home really cemented that for me. But it's okay. My opinions on Tobey and Tom are the same what I have with my two favorite Red Rangers, where I think Casey from Power Rangers Jungle Fury, Jason Smith's performance is much better than Connor's. But as a character, I prefer Connor. So pretty much, I think Tom Holland has the best character development, the best story, but the best actor, it's Tobey for me. Yeah, I said it, it's Tobey. I love Tobey. I genuinely love Tobey. I love him. He's a great actor. He's an amazing actor. But Tom Holland is outstanding, and Andrew Garfield's really good. He did prove in No Way Home that he can be an outstanding actor. He is a very good actor, but in his films, his performance as Peter Parker was not great. But in No Way Home, he was a great Peter Parker. He was a very good Peter Parker in that. Okay, have you played Wii Sports, and have you ever broken anything with a Wii remote? No, I've played Wii Sports once, but that was a long time ago. Well, my nunchuck gets very messy. It starts drifting, as in you have to have the wire in a certain position to keep it in, so you can control it. Because then it just goes off doing whatever it wants, and it's kind of annoying. Do you prefer CGI or practical effects? I'd probably say practical effects, but it depends. But CGI can be amazing. But I mean, I know there is terrible CGI out there, but there is good CGI out there, and the same goes for practical effects. Do you think it's harder for someone with interests like yours, but not specifically you, to find someone to date? Well, I think my advice, if someone like me, who's into films, who's into animation, who's into live action, big fan of Spider-Man and all that, my advice, when you're trying to ask anyone really on a date, I think you have to kind of exchange the relationship, share interests. I think be nice, be yourself. But I mean, I can't say I've never had a girlfriend, but I'm a little weak with advice with that. But yeah, I think my best advice is exchange interests, as in, talk about the other person's interests as well. But I suppose you can say the same for anyone really. Okay, have you played Hero Quest? No, I haven't. What things do you collect, or did you collect? Well, I used to collect all the Skylanders, and I've got them here. I've got every single one now. Took me 9 years to complete it. I still collect movies. That's the big thing. I still collect movies. I still collect DVDs and Blu-rays. Okay, thank you very much for your questions. I'm sorry if some of my answers were a bit weak, but I hope I tried my best. I hope I gave you some good, decent answers for you. Frozen plus Phobe. Sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. I think it's Frozen 2 fan. Are you excited for Nomina? I'm so sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. Yeah, I'm intrigued. It's the cancelled Blue Sky film. I think it's going to be good. Movie you're excited for the most this year? I think it's going to be Puss in Boots 2. I think that's my most anticipated film of 2022. I think my expectations are getting quite high. I'm very, very, very hyped to see it. And it feels like forever since I was super hyped about a DreamWorks movie. I was excited for the bad guys, but I wasn't hyped. But I ended up loving it. I ended up really, really liking it. Okay, thank you for the questions. Next one comes from Andrew Good Guy. What are the plans for your channel since you're almost an adult? Well, not much really. Movie reviews, talk about shows, vlogs, that's about it really. Q&As. I don't know if I'll review adult movies. I don't know. I'll probably just stick to Letterboxd for that. Um, I don't know. I don't really. I don't know if I feel comfortable making a video review on an adult film. I wouldn't mind it, but I don't know. Maybe. What's the worst thing Disney has done in your opinion? Well, Disney have done some bad things. I'd say from memory, from the top of my head, I would say The Wild. That was awful. That was garbage. Do you feel old? A little bit. Thank you for the questions. Lambo Rock Strikes Back asks, are you planning doing rankings on all the DCU and MCU movies? I don't know about the DCU. Uh, Possibly. Don't know. Ranking on the MCU. I might do that. Maybe I'll do an updated one. Keep in mind, No Way Home would probably be at the top, but I might consider it. Maybe in the future I might do an MCU ranking. I might consider doing a new one. What animated movies are you excited for this year? Other than Puss in Boots 2 and maybe Lightyear, not much to really say. Because Spider-Verse 2 got delayed to June of next year. So it's coming out around the time I graduate school. So that's going to be cool. But nah, I think Puss in Boots 2 is, that's about it really. I'm super hyped about. Thanks for the questions though. New Orca asks, do you plan on creating something other than reviews? Well, I don't know. Like, I do vlogs. I enjoy vlogging. Obviously, should be careful because someone might give out to you for recording. But I don't know. I'll probably just say vlogs. Will you buy me a beer? Sure, but you're gonna have to fly over to Ireland because I don't have enough money to go travel to England. Um, any long time plans or goals you want to reach? I don't really have that many goals to be honest. I mean, I suppose try get into a relationship, but that's all I can really think of from the top of my head. What career do you plan on taking? Well, hopefully, if the future, possibly becoming an actor. Maybe I'll be the next Tom Holland. Anyway, thank you for the questions. Zeo Ranger UK asks, out of all the movies you watched, are there any you would never watch again? Well, I can definitely say I'm not watching Ice Age 6 again. Uh, I wouldn't watch. I wouldn't watch Hachiko again. Definitely not. It's a great movie, but it's too sad. Way too sad. Way too sad. It made me cry. That did make me cry. Well, I don't really want to watch it again, but I might end up watching it again just to prepare for the sequel, The Boss Baby, because I do plan on reviewing the second one. Yes, I plan on reviewing the Batman, Boss Baby 2, and Morbius. And yes, I do plan on reviewing Doctor Strange too, because that's obviously coming out. But yeah, I haven't heard the worst things about Boss Baby 2, but I am kind of dreading it. But I'll try to be optimistic as I can. But as for Morbius, though, it's going to be an interesting one. I'll say that. That will be interesting. Interesting. Anyway, his second question asks, do you prefer collecting DVDs or watching online? DVDs all the way. It's not the same. It's not the same when you just watch something online. I mean, okay, I understand if you're watching a film that you don't like and you decide to watch that online, that's fine. But with DVDs and Blu-rays, you get so much. You get bonus features, but cover, the box, the disc art. So much effort is put in to DVDs and Blu-rays. While I understand digital is handy, DVDs and Blu-rays are super nice as well. Like, DVDs all the way. It does seem DVDs are starting to rot though, which is a shame. Thanks for the questions. Leah the animation fan asks, are you planning on moving away from your home when you finish secondary school? And if you do plan to move, do you plan on staying in Ireland? Well, I would stay in Ireland, yeah. I don't know where I'd move though. I'd love to live independently. That'd be nice. Well, I do love my family, but peace and quiet is always nice as well. I don't know. I'll consider that. It's a good question though. Concrete asks, thanks for the questions, Leah. What's your future job when you graduate school? My future job when I graduate school, from looks fit, possibly acting. Excuse me. Thank you very much for the question. We got F. Okay, whoops. We got a bit of a sorry. Okay, we got. Ah, there we go. We got the questions back. Uh, Emmanuel Calderon. I'm very sorry if I said your name wrong. Has four questions. Do you like Shrek? Absolutely. Love the first two films. Shrek 2, I watched that last week. Phenomenal. Cinematic masterpiece. I dare say, perfection. Shrek 2 is amazing. Shrek 2 is just like full marks. Just full marks. The jokes are fantastic. Shrek 1 is fantastic as well, but Shrek 2, other level. Like, that is just the top, mate. That is like the best of the Shrek movies. One of the best films ever made. And then Shrek 3, well, we don't talk about that. That one's awful. Shrek 4 is good. It's good enough. Do you like McDonald's? Of course. Do you like video games? Of course. Love Skylanders. Love Spyro. His next question is... Sorry about that. Do you like board games? Not really, to be honest. I just get bored very quickly. Okay. We got a few more questions. Thank you for the questions, though. We got... Okay, the next one comes from the Cool Tad. Did you watch Smurfs: The Lost Village? Yeah, and I didn't think it was that great. Pizza King 6247 asks, have you ever rickrolled someone before, or have you been rickrolled? Once or twice, but I can't really remember when. Okay, Mitchell Sorinki asks, thank you guys for the questions. Have you watched any of the Scream movies? No, I haven't. Opinion on Monsters, Inc. It's a very good film. Have I played any of the Uncharted games? I haven't, but I wouldn't mind giving them a shot. I'm not going to base any first impressions on them because of that film. No way. The film was crap, but I'm not going to make any kind of judgment on the games because I can't do that. Opinion on Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars. Well, I think really Chris Rock was wrong to make the joke, and I suppose Will Smith was wrong to slap him. But I suppose you have to look at it from his perspective. Like, it was his wife he was talking about, and, you know, that is quite wrong. But I think the wrong is Chris Rock. The joke was just low. It was really dumb. Have I watched Wolfwalkers? Yes, and I even reviewed it. I thought it was pretty good. Opinion on Coco? Love it. One of Pixar's best. Opinion on West Side Story? I haven't seen it. Have you watched Super Mario Logan? Yeah, I used to watch a few of his videos. Opinion on Trolls 1 and 2? Trolls 1 sucks. Trolls 2 is just average. Have I played Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4? I haven't, but it does look beautiful. It looks like a wonderful game. Thank you for the questions, Mitchell. Next question comes from Kevin Lockhart. Do you have a TV show or movie you wanted to make? If so, what would it be about? Would you make a video talking about this topic? Well, I think I'd love to do a TV show. I'd love to do a movie. You know, I'd love to have the good versus evil story, have your characters, develop the characters. Yeah, I think, you know, I'd love to. It's hard to think what it'd be about, but I think I'd love to do a film. Joe Mama asks, what's your family's yearly income? I'm not going to answer that. That's a very personal question. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't. Are your parents divorced? Okay, I can answer this question. Now, I know it's personal, but I can simply answer it just because, no, they're not. They're still together. It's a bit, I know that is a very personal question, but I'm just giving a simple answer because they're not. But the first question, that's way too personal. I'm sorry, that's way too personal. So, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for the questions. It really means a lot. Thank you all so much for the birthday wishes. I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you all so much. And yeah, 18 now. Life's going to have its big changes. They're about to come. Their dramatic changes will come. That's the thing about adulthood. There will be dramatic changes, but I think it should be good for the most part. I think it should be good. Anyway, I will see you all in my review for the Batman. stay tuned for that. Take care, everyone. Thank you for watching, and skadoosh.